Good morning on day 16, the day I get to Santiago and reunite with the Badgerita for our next adventure. I've only got 6 miles to go. I've done this particular section a couple of times, so I'm pretty familiar with it. Most of it's going to end up being urban, sort of city walking, and it is chilly, wet, but not raining, so I'll take that. That was the remnants of yesterday. Today we are road walking, which means no muddy paths. Having left from Lavacolla instead of El Pedroso, further back on the trail, and getting an early start, I'm out in front of most. That's not deliberate, that's just my schedule. And there's still people you might be able to see up ahead. So we're all sort of stretched out, heading to the same place. 5 miles left to go. And so far no rain, just mist. Well, a wave of 6 pilgrims passed me, and then there's absolutely nobody behind me. So that's kind of how it goes. I've got a little less than 4 miles left, probably a 10 a.m., 10:30 at most arrival time. And it's pretty much going to be urban from here, sort of suburban right now, but it's going to quickly change to urban. It's a fairly long walk through Santiago to get to the cathedral. There's the group that passed me way up ahead. We are in the very outskirts of Santiago. So this is a very familiar place. It's the cutoff to go to these huge statues in a park. I think this area is called Gonzo, but I'm not positive. So we have as I remember it, a long downhill stretch across the highway, and then we'll enter the outskirts of Santiago, heading down the hill through nice forested path. The young couple in front of me, she's from Mexico and he is from Romania. So even though this will be my 3rd time coming into Santiago, it doesn't get old, and it's always very exciting. And I think part of that is due to the fact that all the pilgrims out here are finishing, many of which, this is their first Camino. And so you're sort of reliving, that first experience through them. Everyone's so excited. There's a lot of energy, and it certainly gets more so as we get closer and closer to the cathedral. So on the pedestrian bridge crossing over the big highway into Santiago, it was at this point, I believe, in 2022 on the French way, the Badgerita and I came across a pilgrim being pushed in a wheelchair with his other pilgrim family alongside. Very inspiring. And this was, their dream to get to Santiago and to the cathedral. So lots of very inspiring things happen along the Camino. Well, I certainly remember this, and one of the reasons I remember this is because I almost fell off this edge right here, that ramp that goes down. I wasn't paying as much attention. Almost went down there. That would have made for an interesting finish. Well, I'm coming across the famous Santiago sign, and you can see the attention it draws. So walking through the city of Santiago, You walk and you walk and you walk, and it's more city, more city, more city. And then you sort of turn a couple of corners in an alley and you're there. So it's very quick. It comes up on you. So I'm getting closer. I'm in the heart of old Santiago, and I don't have very much further to go. I don't remember exactly what the turns are, but I'm sure they'll be familiar. I can actually see, I believe, in the fog up ahead, one of the cathedral spires. When I reach the cathedral in a very short period of time, I will have completed my 4th Camino, the Frances, Camino Finisterre, the Primitivo, and now the Norte. So maybe Portugal next year. Well, you can hear, and shortly you will see the bagpipes. There's the Badgerita.
Okay, here he comes. 3rd entry into Santiago, as said. So happy to see him. The Dodge tourist groups, tour buses, vans. Get him filmed. And the bagpipes just started.
Who's there? This is what I've been walking for. Yay! Oh. All right. So there's the cathedral, as we've seen before, and there are all the other pilgrims. I don't know if I know any of them, but yeah, we're here. So it's sort of a crash of going from quiet, tranquil, scarce, to the hubbub of Santiago. And there's all these little side streets with all these shops and endless amounts of food possibilities. So it's an interesting landing in Santiago. So we're coming up on the cathedral to the main entrance, which is around the corner from where you come in off the Camino. And it's quite an impressive sight. And everybody is lining up to get into the Mass, which we've already done, so we're not going to do that. Noon Mass, which is the big one. The Mercado de Santiago, and it is an open air market full of all different kinds of things, and old buildings. Pretty cool.